is up, everybody? I am the Fool, and I am building a Minecraft server from scratch. Last episode we refined the NPC system and we worked on a party system so friends could play together. This episode I will showcase the enchanting system for our custom items here, and then some overall chat formatting systems, like as you can see the tab bar, and when I talk in chat. I have a Discord ready, and if we get to 20 subscribers, I will release the Discord, and that will provide the IP address to the server when it is up. I'd like to get an early alpha out in the next month to month and a half, so we will see how that goes. Anyways, let me change my rank real quick. Okay, and then we will walk up to the Enchantress. And now a new GUI opens. It says place an item in here. So let's place in our iron sword. And then it says you can roll. This will cost gold in the future. But let's give this item a roll and see what enchantment it gets applied. Vampire. And the paned glass corresponds to what rarity the enchantment is. So let me do the chest plate. Another common. Let me do the leggings, and then if I quit out of the GUI early, it skips the animations. Just for testing purposes, let me change myself back to an admin. And now you see the GUI has changed a little bit. This will allow me to test the different rolling of rarities. So let's get the best enchantment possible. It will play a nicer animation. And then it will announce it to everybody in the chat that that player rolled a cool enchantment. And then this anvil here, it'll be in a different spot later and maybe have a better name. It might even be an NPC and not an anvil. But it just opens its GUI. Every enchantment has 3 tiers, and when you first roll the enchantment, it starts off at tier 1, so you see vampire down there. So if I have 2 common iron swords with vampire 1, I can put them into this top section here and combine them together to make the tier 2. And the max tier is tier 3. And then this side right here, if I place a item in here, I can remove the enchantment just for a little quality of life thing. Of course, both of these will cost gold. This will cost gold. And then I think removing an enchantment on the same item over and over and over again will also progressively cost more gold, yeah. Let me check my stash and see if I have 2 of the same type. Yeah, 2 uncommons. Now let me use my admin command called enchant item. Let's both give them Berserker 1. So they have both the same. We go over to the refining anvil. Put them both in. It shows you the output. So Berserker 2. And then combine Berserker 2. I think for now, each item will only have 1 enchant on it. Unless you think it would be cool for multiple items. For 1 item to have multiple enchants. Okay, so let me go over the chat system. So if you notice when I say hello in the chat here, it shows the player's rank. They have their own custom color and then some custom chat formatting with the little double brackets. And you see there's some announcements showing up every once in a while. Run the help command. Shows all the user commands that users can do that are useful. So these new chat ones are new: shout, message, reply, party chat, block, unblock, toggle DMs. So I can shout hello. And for members, it's on a cooldown of like, I think a minute. I might even increase that. But when I shout, every single server running on this proxy will forward this message to all players. I can do /PC party chat, or I can do party chat. I'm not in a party, of course. Okay, so I got my alt account on. They're just a standard member, and they sent me a party invite. So you see this in the chat. Now I can just hover over this time and click accept. And now I don't have to type a long command to accept my party invites, which is kind of nice. I think I need to communicate this better to the player that this is a clickable message. So now if I do /PC hello, gives the party prefix, and then the player that sent it, it drops the admin or whatever rank they are. And now if you see the tab bar, the little star denotates if you're in a party with them or not. Now I can also do /message hello. And then if we go to the world's point of view, it says the fool sent you a message, and I can do /r hello. And then it auto detects that I have a message pending, so I can do the /reply to that person. And whenever I do /reply, when I get another DM, then that will switch to the other replying member, so I won't be replying to the fool anymore. Okay, so I have 3 accounts here. I have the admin account, and then the 2 member accounts here. The world is on the top, then the magician is on the bottom, I think. Oh, wait, no, it's the other way around. The world is on the bottom, the magician is on the top. See them talking in chat there. So admins can do a cool command called /spy, and let's say the magician messages the world hello. Admins are able to see every message sent on the server. I'm not really sure this is necessary, but I just thought it was kind of fun to implement. And also on the proxy side, we can do /vanish. This is a fun little command that is just a classic command. If you've ever been on any Minecraft servers or watched any Minecraft YouTube videos, admins always have a vanish command that makes them invisible. So I'm standing right in front of the magician. They can't see me. And then if I do /vanish again, I randomly appear. Vanish again, I'm also hidden in the tab bar, but if I go over here, I have a little V next to my name in the tab bar up at the top, over there. So let me unvanish. Let's say somebody is spamming in chat, a bunch of, I don't know, something. Admins can do /mute the world. And then whenever I try to message something, it says you are muted and you cannot chat. Let me unmute the world. Let's say somebody is cussing in chat. I have a really basic moderation system, so if I type a bad word here, it says profanity is not allowed, and then the admins over on this side get the censored version, the uncensored version, and then the member over here just sees it as little stars. Even if I space out the word or add suffixes, it'll still block it. It's very basic, and if you want to get around it, you can, but There's usually a moderator or admin online and they will mute you. Another command I did was toggle DMs, which is pretty straightforward. If anybody tries to message you, you don't get the message. So let's do message the fool. Hello. That player has private messages turned off. For anybody who's new, let me just run through a game loop of how the game is structured. Enter the departures region, get transferred to the game world. Since I'm an admin, I don't immediately join. Of course, you won't be in this black box, but in the full release. Anyways, mob spawn. The chickens come after me. They don't do any damage. Custom damage indicators. Let me get some loot. And I have a little enchant here, Refiner 2, 10% chance to upgrade the chest's item rarity, so you see that in the chat here. The leather helmet catches the light. So it upgraded this from an uncommon to a refined. So let me extract. Do I have common, uncommon? I need something of the same rarity. Yeah, these two helmets will do. So we extract. We sell what we don't want at the item buyer. And then we have a bunch of stacks of gold here that we want to compress together, so we will walk over to the bank. Go to the bank, click compact all, it'll compact everything. Go to our stash, put our stuff in there. And then we'll head over to the enchantress to level up our gear. So let's enchant this leather helmet. We got refiner. Let's do this one and skip the enchantment this time. Gold boost. Now I want one with the same enchantment, so I'm going to remove this enchantment. And then I'm just going to use my admin command to enchant this with refiner tier 1. Then we go over to the anvil here, place both in the upgrade slots that shows the result. We combine them together and we get refiner 2. And then we will go back into the game world, maybe get a quest at one of the quest guys or something. Or form a party with people, trade with people. I haven't done a trading system yet. There might be like a player market somewhere around here. So I have a Discord ready. If we get to 20 subscribers, I will release that and put it in the description of every video. And then through that Discord, I'll put the IP out for the alpha server, which will release in hopefully a month to a month and a half from this video's date. Anyways, that is all for now. See ya next time.